It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Friday the 13th. I'm James Spann. Temperatures about 20 degrees above average through the weekend. Nasty icing across the nation's midsection. And rain chances here increasing toward the middle part of next week as the ridge begins to break down. But speaking of the upper high, wow, that thing is long and strong. Centered across Florida and the Gulf Coast states, keeping trouble well to the west and north of the state. That's going to keep us dry for the weekend and warm. You see the big trough just off the Southern California coast, a southwest flow aloft coming up over a shallow layer of cold air, and that's setting the stage for problems with ice for the nation's midsection. Very interesting pattern there. Temperatures are as cool as 50 this morning at Fort Payne, but most spots are closer to 60. It's 60 in Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, and again today, highs somewhere between 71 and 75. And we're going to stay in that zone through early next week. But to the north, you can see that cold front is down just below Nashville, just below Little Rock. They've dropped down in the 40s, and you go deeper in the cold air, it's 27 at St. Louis, but the front has totally run out of gas, and we stay in the mild air. Ice storm warnings, much of Missouri, Kansas, parts of Oklahoma and Illinois. North of there, winter storm watches in effect as that zone of freezing rain will be lifting north. In Alabama, we've got dense fog advisories up for the southwest counties of the state, up to Sumter, Green, Hale, and Perry and points south. Check the convective outlook. There could be some thunder today in that cold air over Oklahoma and Missouri and Arkansas. That's never good when you got thunder and rain and it's 31 degrees. Rain for the next 7 days, valid through Friday morning of next week. Numbers are coming up, approaching 2 inches for much of Alabama. Our big rains will come Wednesday, Thursday of next week, somewhere in that time frame. And again, the Pacific Northwest coast, very wet, with rain amounts there around 1 foot down below Portland, Oregon. Freezing rain. This is the chance of greater than 1/100th of an inch of accumulating ice between noon Saturday and noon Sunday. And this is off the NDFD, the National Digital Forecast Database, coming from the Weather Service offices. And you kind of see the bullseye for this thing, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri. With a little bit as far east maybe as Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. But ice is not nice. All right, model fans, the GFS, this is the 06C run, valid at noon today. That whopper of a 588 ridge right on top of us. Big upper low just west of Los Angeles, southwest flow aloft across the heartland. But for us with a ridge, it's going to be hard to find showers today. One maybe could pop up somewhere over North Alabama, but mostly dry. High 71 to 75. A cold 1047 high over Wisconsin and icing. Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, Missouri, and southern Illinois. And we were dealing with that a week ago, you know. This is tomorrow. Very mild and dry, mix of sun and clouds. Again, icing over the middle of the country. What's remarkable, this past Saturday, it was as cold as 7 degrees in Alabama. And tomorrow, low to mid-70s. Here are the anomalies. And you can see that we are 20 above average down here. Same thing Sunday, partly sunny, warm. Icing for Kansas, Missouri, gradually lifting north. And in Monday, that storm finally starts to lift out, and the Gulf is open. And I guess there might be a shower Monday, but there's no real dynamic forcing. The ridge is holding. Low 70s are likely. Tuesday, that low is coming up to the Great Lakes with a trailing front just west of the state. And again, could there be a shower? Yes, but it's not likely. And then Wednesday, the front comes in with no dynamic support. It's basically fizzling out. So this is suggesting a chance of showers Wednesday, but nothing too heavy. But look what happens on Thursday. A new surface low forms in the old front west of the state near Shreveport. And then by Thursday night, that surface low is under 1,000 millibars north of Little Rock. And if you look at the instability Thursday night at midnight, we've got some pretty unstable air in here. So there just might be a door open for some strong storms. Thursday or Thursday night of next week. Remains to be seen if there's going to be a severe weather threat now. We just don't know, but it's something to watch. And this is a week from today, Friday, the 20th. That little wave is beginning to lift out, big troughing back in the western states, and the showers should be diminishing at that point. This is the end of the forecast period. This is out there on the 22nd. We got a pretty good trough just west of the state. And that could be fairly active at some point out there. And once that thing gets past, we think it starts to turn colder. You can see toward the end of the month, highs dropping back in the 40s. Cold air will come back. Winter is far from over. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or on TV, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.